Okay, so surprisingly enough, I don't have any tinfoil in my house, so uh, put the tinfoil hat on if you got it. I don't. So I do a pretty good job about not looking at the internet. I don't keep up with any news. I don't have Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, thank God. And I don't stay in the loop. But I recently, by recently I mean minutes ago, saw all the shit that was going down about Sora number 2, Sora 2, and I didn't like it. This isn't a rant channel, and it won't be one. This is a channel about my interest and the pursuit of those interests, and will stay that way for as long as you guys can confirm that there is still a human making the videos and it's not AI generated. I wanted to make a video on this because this is fucking crazy. I just wanted to talk to y'all for a second, for the very few of you watching this that actually give a shit. Is AI going to entirely fuck up the world? And I mean the world, not just the internet, because I had this thought, as Larry Underwood would say. Is it Underwood? This stand, if you know what I'm talking about. No great loss. The internet. We existed before it, will exist after it. That's cool, right? Maybe people would start reading books again, going to the library, for as long as we can confirm books are still being written by humans. Mark the date, because we might be living in the last era of confirmation that books were still written by humans. This is like the last timestamp that we'll have, so maybe don't read books written after this point. Who knows? Speculative, by the way. This is theory crafting. I don't know if I believe any of this, but we've got the hats on, so let's ponder. Because I had the thought, right? Obviously fucks up the whole internet, because I don't know if I can believe anything that I'm watching. Why am I going to watch it? That stands to reason. Of course it does. But I had the thought further, because we're currently at the point where we can't trust what we're watching on the internet, but it extends past that, right? Because after that all goes to shit, we turn off the internet. We all delete YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Fantastic. But what if we start getting phone calls? You know what I mean? Because that's the next step. We're already recreating voices. Now we just need to start recreating specific ones, nicher ones. We've got the celebrities. Now we need to start recreating family members and everything like that. And then you just got to be to the point where you trust that that the people that you're talking to wouldn't say the things that they're saying. You know what I mean? So what do we do about that? Do we start replicating FaceTime and everything like that? And really the only question, because I don't think it's impossible that any of this happens, though I don't guarantee that any of it will either, other than the internet one. I think we're pretty trashed on that front as far as visual media is concerned. How do we combat this problem? Right? How do we make it stop? Because realistically, the government is the only way to shut it down, and the government's never going to shut it down if there's money to be made there. That's not tinfoil hat. We've all got that one down pat, right? But like, seriously, what do we do? The only realistic thing would be fucking burning down every AI corporation and making a law against it, which of course is government, and that wouldn't get done. Burning the buildings down isn't government, but this isn't a call to arms either. Don't fucking, commit arson. Yeah. I think we're fucked to some extent. What do you guys think?